to the moon, so I make it harder. If you think about it, so many people do to be cool and look smarter. And you shouldn't even care about those roses in the air and the crooked stairs. Cause there's a party over here, so you might as well be here with the people care. The world, the time has come to. The world, the time has come to.
Good Monday afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. If you're on the West Coast, it's morning time, but here in Orlando, we are at 2 p.m. Welcome. Thanks for coming and joining us today. I'm your host, Jason Logan, of What Does Joey Know? I hope you guys know how this whole thing works. We've been doing it since quarantine has been going on. We're getting pretty good at it. Unlike last week on Friday where I screwed up, and I apologize for screwing up, but I have made this certain and necessary fixes, and here to talk about it. Let's bring him on. Let's bring in my partner in crime, the one they call Joey Fatone. Joey, come on in, my man.
Hey, Jason.
There we go.
Hey, man,
so Joey, on Friday, I screwed up. Okay, I'm not gonna lie.
Here's the deal, though. Here's the deal. Don't ever explain your flaws, dude. If you mess up, you mess up. Let's move on. Because if you dwell on it, then people just dwell on it, and it just gets stupid. So, word of advice to people out there that are learning to do things like this: just don't explain why you messed up.
Right.
Just say, "Hey,
I got it." All right. Well, one of these fans in here.
Right.
I was reading the comments prior to. They're like, "I hope Jason got a new mouse because I don't want him to screw it up." So look, I got a new mouse. All right, $8 at Best Buy. I immediately went out and got this thing.
Don't drop it so you don't break it, okay?
Dude, I mean, it's attached to the whole thing. So we got that taken care of. How was your weekend?
It was good. What happened? What did we do? What did I do? I went and saw my parents again. That's all I've been doing. I mean, I haven't really gone out anywhere. So
right.
I delivered some stuff for my parents. It was, yes, thank you. See, Lauren knows what's going on. Love the shirt, Joey. Ben is her. Oh, I have a shirt. You too can get this from Lenny's Pizzeria. I'm not even joking. People that have shameless plug, if you don't know. It says I cruised 86th Street. If you don't know what that means, it means in Brooklyn. Anyway, what was I saying?
You don't remember what you did.
You were at your parents' house. I don't remember what I did either right now. What I did?
Yeah, I don't remember what I did either. It was just one of those. All these things are just blurring together.
The beautiful thing was it was my parents' 49th anniversary. So my parents haven't gone out or ordered anything really that much. So I went and ordered and picked up Chinese food for them because my parents were in the mood for Chinese food. So I went and got that for them. Got them some alcohol and stuff and some flowers and said, "Hey, happy 49th anniversary." Kind of cool.
That's very nice. I do remember what I did.
Do.
I went to one of my friends' house and we swam. There was no social distancing. Yeah, it was crazy. They have a poozy, which is a small pool.
Look,
it's
a jacuzzi. I got you.
Yeah, it's huge, and I love it. And we had fun, and I drank too much, and me and my friend's wife, we decided we needed to do the lift from Dirty Dancing in the pool. Yep. Yeah, it turned into a shit show. It didn't work very well at all. I mean, she kept going over the top. We tried 10 times, and
that's just like the movie. You have to practice, man. Practice.
She almost.
And you're welcome, Joe Senior. So thanks for having me out last week. To all great with comments. Thank you, Dad, for being there. My dad.
They were fun.
You didn't know?
They were fun. The dads were fun.
It's what a shit show. That's all right though. But we have a great. Who's coming in? Sorry, Joe.
Hi, Joe.
Hi, Joe.
We can begin. Our guest is here. She looks adorable. I see her in the backstage area. She's chilling. She came in and went.
I'm here.
Right at 2:00. So
you gotta love people that are punctual. I mean, come on now.
I love it.
She's a pro. All right, so Joey, we're gonna play a little. We're gonna play some hits. We're gonna play some new stuff, some pop hits today. All right. I know you're not that great on this one too.
Let's just bring her out. Without further ado,
you want to bring her out?
You know what? Play one song for me.
Yeah,
play one song. Let's move on.
One song.
I want to bring her out now. One song.
All right, here we go. See if you know this one, Joey.
Fine when day I met you. Threw me over in the backseat up here. It's Halsey. And what's his name?
That's it. Good job, Joey. See, I didn't think you were going to be good at this, but you are good at this one.
Sort of. Good song. Why do I do this when you hear the song?
Because this song makes you want to do that. All right, very good. You got that one right. I'm proud of you.
Just to let y'all know, yes, I did color my beard a little bit. So it looks. People are like, hey, you look skinnier. You look better. No, optical illusion. Just call it a beard.
I didn't shave at all today, lovey.
You might need to color it too.
Oh, dude, it's all gray. I look like Santa Claus. Earlier last year, I let it grow out. I look like Papa Smurf. I look just like Papa Smurf.
You should do that one year. You should actually dress up as Santa. I think that would be amazing for you to do that. Santa's helper. Yeah. Santa's helper.
But see, I would go bad Santa and be like, what's his name in that movie? And be drinking the whole time. What do you want for Christmas, kid? Ugh. And I have a little, a small person, a midget, as my elf. And we rob things.
That's politically incorrect, sir. You say a little person.
Little person. Yeah, I get it. I apologize. All right, Joey, let's bring her out. You ready? Yes, Joe.
Joey.
We're done.
Really?
We're done. Here we go.
She's ready. And by the way, as soon as you played that record, she knew it immediately. She went, phew. So she knew that.
All right. Well, let's figure it out.
Here we go.
Let's bring her up.
Hey, Joey.
Hey, Jason.
Hey, our next guest is American violinist, songwriter, and dancer. She got her big break on America's Got Talent, where she was a quarterfinalist. Those performances announced her to the world, and she was off and running. She performs a variety of styles of music, from classical to pop to EDM and rock. She is one of the first performers to mix hip-hop with classical music on the violin. She has toured the world, and she has over 2.8 billion views of her performances on YouTube. Joey, seriously?
I don't even.
Can you even count to a billion? No one can count to a billion. That
only Jeff Bezos can. And he's about to count to 1 trillion.
Right, exactly. So, Joey, with all that said, let's bring her out. Let's give a warm "What Does Joey Know" to Lindsey Stirling.
Hey! Hi, Lindsey. How are you?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Oh, not too bad. Not too bad. How are you dealing with all this fun things of being locked down or whatever the case may be? How are you holding up with that?
You know what? I feel strange saying this, but I'm actually kind of enjoying it. Is that bad? Like,
no.
I was so disappointed. My tours all got canceled. I was supposed to tour the entire year, like the second half of it. So at first I was really disappointed, but then I came and decided I would be with family. And I've been on a farm in Missouri with my sister and her little kids. And I've actually kind of been loving it.
Well, that's the thing I think about a lot of people, especially for a lot of people do travel a lot. Like even myself, like I said, I am home, and when I am home, I have my kids and I'm here, and it's just nice. And it hasn't really been like a big change for me, because when I do work, I'm traveling. That's the only thing I miss. That's the only thing I'm doing. But as far as being here, it's been so far so good for me. I'm just trying to figure it out and make things work. Try to have things like this.
Listen, Lindsey, my family is dying for me to get back out on the road. They're like, get out of the house. We're on top of each other. I'm getting upset over the little things, but that's okay.
I will say there's only been probably right now, it's actually been pretty cool, about 2 or 3 people every time that we've announced somebody on the show. So many people have texted me and they're like, oh my God, Lindsey, I have to watch this, because people just absolutely, no, not trying to push smoke up your butt, but it's going to happen. People love you because you have such a endearing personality, especially when I met you, especially around Dancing with the Stars and stuff like that. I think it's just your attitude and everything around is very infectious. So it's just, that's me blowing smoke.
Thank you. Yeah,
that's great smoke blowing.
Come on.
That's great smoke blowing, Joey. I like it.
I love how, and I have one question before we start rolling with some music. It's interesting to see how, a lot of people, they love violins, they love the sound of it, but you actually kind of, for me, and I've seen it, paved the way for most other violinists that have never done anything current. You took a spin and took a little bit different to where you're taking current music and I love the way when you do perform, you're dancing as well. You're all over the place.
Yeah, that's half the fun of it, is the getting to run around the stage and dance and do choreography. I don't know. I've really had a good time with the violin because I was classically trained my whole life. And then I got kind of burnt out, where I was just like, I don't enjoy this anymore. Mm-hmm. And I kind of discovered that the violin could be a tool for creativity and my own expression. Because as a classical musician, you're given a piece of paper that has dots all over it, and you play it exactly like the dots and the annotations tell you. There's a very limited amount of creative expression, like of individuality.
Understood.
So I found out, I was like, wait, who is it that decided the violin could only be done one way? And then I just kind of started to experiment, and now I just absolutely love being able to take the violin into so many different genres, and it's so fun to see little kids, doing their own thing with the violin, and I know it's really exciting for me.
Yeah,
And
congrats.
as you say, classically trained. I have 4 boys that were in symphonic band. They played the tuba, and I'm like, why'd you pick the biggest stupid instrument on the planet? But their music teacher let them play current music. And I see a lot of band directors that don't let their students like express themselves like that. I mean, did you grow up with like band directors that were like, oh, we are going to only play this and we're going to do it this way and you have to keep your arms at this way? And
very much so. I mean, that's kind of the structure of classical music. Is it's very much the way it has been for like hundreds of years. And I remember my mom bought me this DVD when I was like 14 of this group called Bond that played like Latin fusion music on like violins, and I was like, whoa. And I think it just blew my little 14-year-old mind that someone could do something other than what had just always been done. And I think that really was kind of an instigating moment for me of like, what else could be done? And you don't have to live inside the box you were born into or that your genre puts you in. It's like, it's just become a very strong metaphor, I think, for my entire life, and just the way I approach life is just because this is the box you're in doesn't mean that's where you have to stay, and that, that's where you're meant to be.
Right. And Kristen said, I was never a fan of violin until I watched Lindsey perform. Absolutely amazing. Thank you, Kristen. That's awesome. And I was about to say, speaking of coming like kind of out of your box and out of your shell, doing Dance with the Stars, I think is something that kind of came out of your shell, but you were amazing on it. I mean, again, I know exactly what it's like to go through it. I've done it way back in the day, season 4. If you remember, that's a long time.
Wow, season 4.
Yeah, that means I'm old.
No, you're just using that. That's all.
But it's got to be amazing to kind of get out of that comfort zone where you're used to something, as far as playing the violin, doing this, and then going into a whole new thing. How did that feel, and how was that for you, the experience?
Dancing with the Stars, honestly was one of the most amazing things I've ever done. It was just, and I think it came at a time in my life when I really needed to be forced out of my comfort zone. I had been through a really rough few years where I lost my dad had passed away about 9 months before I did the show. My best friend had passed away about 9 months before that. And so I was just in a place of feeling stuck in a shell of depression. And I feel like when I went on that show, you know how it is. It just takes you from this person that feels very competent in their field and what they do. They throw you in ballroom heels, and you're supposed to be kicking and dipping and doing foxtrots, and not only doing them, but in front of millions of people. And there is nothing as terrifying as that I've ever felt in my life is standing on that stage when you hear that click, 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 and that the audience doesn't hear that at home, but in that room, you've like literally worked your tail off for like a week, 8 hours a day learning something, and then you have this moment of click, 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 and your heart jumps out of your chest, and you just start like cha-chaing.
Every new season I watch, I don't watch I don't ever watch like the whole season sometimes now, obviously because of traveling. Right. I always try to make sure I watch the first episode, because watching the first episode, you really, and I watch and I cringe because I know how it feels, because just like Lindsey was saying, the minute you hear, and now dancing, and you're like, literally in your head, you go, oh shit, here it goes. Okay, do I remember? What did I remember? What's the first step? Oh my God, I can't remember the first, and then the music hits and you go. That
is the funny thing, that your mind's racing, and then as soon as that sound happens, your mind goes blank and your body takes over, and it's amazing what you're capable of, and how oftentimes our minds just get in the way, and you just let yourself go. Like the number will end, and I'd even sometimes look at my partner and be like, I think we killed it.
Well, speaking of losing our minds, let's find out if we can do some pop music here. Ready to go, Jason?
Oh, okay.
I'm ready. Lindsey, here we go. As soon as you know it, Lindsey, just yell it out. You can give me title or artist, but I think
doesn't matter. We're both.
I'm nervous. I'm terrible at this. Okay.
Don't be nervous.
Trust me, I'm horrible at this. Don't think.
Oh, Uptown Funk.
No.
There you go. No.
No. Oh, Jonas Brothers. No. Yes.
You're close.
You're getting there. You're getting there.
Everybody else, right?
One of the Jonas Brothers.
One of them.
Yeah, DNC.
DNC.
There you go.
Do you know this song? What's the name of it?
Wait, isn't it Take My Ghost?
That's it. That's it. Be wrong with me. Like fantasy.
Great song.
I like the music. I enjoy it.
Here we go, Lindsay. Break it down.
Oh,
Why do I feel like the Muppets should be dancing like this?
obviously, my dancing with the stars did not stick, but that's okay.
Good job. You got that one. It took you a second, but you got there. You got there.
Second.
All right.
You know what, though? I would agree with her. The beginning of it sounded like that. I was like, yeah, you're right. And you're like, nope. And I was like, wait a minute, what?
No, wait, hold on. Wait for it. All right, let's see how well we do in this one. Next song, song number 2.
Okay. Oh, dance with Shut Up and Dance. Right, Shut Up and Dance?
Said.
Yeah, Shut Up and Dance.
You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it.
Nice song.
You ready for the next song, Joey?
Why not?
Why you are like freezing up, dude? What's going on?
Who, me? I am?
Yes, I see.
Wow,
You like,
I see
you like,
everybody clear. I'm moving. You're moving. We're all there. I don't
I don't know. All right, we'll see what happens. Quarantine. Here we go. Next song.
Low Rider. Apple Bottom Jeans.
She's got it. Let it rain.
All those dance parties in college, it's my jam.
Lindsay, do you know the title of that song? It's not Apple Bottom Jeans.
Oh, dang it.
Low, right? Low?
Low. Lindsay, are you that girl at like weddings and stuff that comes up to the DJ with your phone going, oh my God, you have to play this song. I know that one so much. It's so good. Or, hey, you got anything good? Can you play something good? Like
or just
what?
anything else? Like,
Yeah. Lindsay, real quick, is there a song that you've been dying to play with your violin, or is there another song that somebody, I had like 2 questions, 2-part. If somebody asked you like an odd song that you'd be like, no, I will never do, or something completely weird, and there was a song that you've always wanted to play in a sense that's completely out of your element, or something that you just like, hey, why not?
Good question,
out of
Joey.
my element. I'm trying to think one off the top of my head. There are definitely songs that I love that I'll hear because the kind of music I play isn't always, it's not the only music I love. Like,
Right.
You know, there's certain styles of music that I really enjoy that I'm like, you know what? I just don't know how I could do that with what I do. I'm trying to think of an example. Oh, like crooner music. Like I love Michael Bublé so much,
Right.
and Sinatra, but what makes that music is the voice, like that style of like, and a violin can do a lot of things, but you can't be a crooner on the violin. You know?
You could probably play at least the lead vocal, I would say, be able to play that and kind of croon it though a little bit with a violin. I'm sure you
I croon it. I can make someone fall in
I'm
love.
sure you can. How many times did someone say to you, hey, can you play Double Went Down to Georgia for me?
Oh my gosh. My entire life. I learned it
That's it.
Finally, I learned it when I was like 14 because I was so sick of people asking me that I was like, okay, I'll just need to learn that and figure it out. Ready.
Now, the violin is not an instrument that most people are going to say, hey, I'm going to get up and I'm going to do some hip hop dance moves with. How hard was that to figure out? Because I've seen some of your videos and I'm like,
Your freestyle, yeah.
getting it. I mean, she is, I mean, I get it, the video process, but on your live shows, you're out there, I mean, full on committing. How hard was that to learn how to dance and play the violin?
You know, it took years. And the funniest part is that I had this idea that I wanted to be a dancing violinist. And I was a very good violinist, but I never had danced before in my life. And so the fact that I was like, you know, usually if you're like, I want to do something and I want to make a career out of it, you at least have the skill. You know, I want to be a computer engineer.
Right.
Okay, I've used a computer before. But I literally didn't know how to dance. And so it was not only the process of learning the two together, but I was teaching myself how to dance and, you know, learning choreography. And it literally took years. I remember the first time I did it, it took me like probably took me a month of like solid practicing for several hours every day to put together the playing and the steps. Cause it's basically like two different parts of
Yeah,
your
I'm about to
brain.
say it's almost like a drummer. Like the syncopation of moving is different from when you're hitting.
Yeah.
That's got to be insane.
Yeah, definitely. And at first I would always make sure the violin was the same rhythm as anything my body did, but I've gotten good enough now that like I can just let a choreographer run with it and I can do different rhythms,
That's
with
crazy.
my body. But it took years, years and years of practice, and I just get faster and faster and better at learning it. Hi.
We have a
Joe.
clip. We have a clip. Joey's a huge Star Wars fan. On May the 4th, we had Emily Swallow, who was in the Mandalorian. She came on. She was awesome. She told a bunch of stories. Joey told
so fun.
Yeah, they had props and all sorts of craziness. And this morning I came across a video of yours, and Joey hasn't seen it. I know he hasn't seen it because he flip out. Your commitment is off the charts. Like, you committed to this.
This one's so embarrassing, but so good. Okay.
I love it.
It's good. It's beyond good. So let's take a peek. I mean, the trees, the
unbelievable,
everything. I mean, you committed, outfit and all.
The expressions on the face. I mean.
Yeah, and that's really good. And then one of the videos I saw was the Roundtable Revival.
Oh, that's one of my favorites.
That is such a great video, Joey. They're in they're like a western town, and she's having a violin duel with a guy playing the guitar. It's such a great video. It's really good. You gotta watch that.
I haven't seen that one. That's awesome.
Yeah,
no way.
It's so good.
With the music, let's keep going.
Okay, Joey, please hold now. Here we go. How about this song? Let's get it.
You're doing great.
Yeah, you're doing really good at this.
Oh, Julia! These are my favorites. I love her.
Oh, see, look at us go.
This is such a good song.
This would be great for a cha-cha.
Yes, it would be. How funny is that? Now when you hear music, that's what you start thinking of.
I know, like, ooh, this would be a good jive. I would love it.
But you can never find a really good song for the waltz or like any of the more of the slope, because that it starts, I believe, on the 3 or the 2, right, where that's when you're moving and you're kind of like, oh wait, this is throwing me off, because I was always throwing songs at them, but they're always like, oh, that's a cha-cha song, that's a cha-cha song, that's a cha. Okay, well then let's figure out what a waltz is. I need to do a waltz. But
that's awesome. Hey Joey, we've got some fans backstage. You want to bring a fan out?
Sure, let's do it.
All right, ladies.
See if we can test their knowledge. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, she comes all the way from, I think, Wilmington, North Carolina. I'm not sure. I forget. But anyway, she's out backstage. She's a big Lindsey fan. Make some noise for Natalie.
Hey. Natalie, guys. Nice to meet you. Good.
Natalie, how are you?
Thanks.
How are you, Natalie? Everybody good where you are?
I'm great. Yeah, I'm a hairstylist, so I'm still at home. Just chilling with my NSYNC.
Nice, thank you. Oh my God, look at that!
Yes.
Look at
we want you back, Joe. We
Burn
really
it.
want you back.
Just burn it.
Look,
Burn
old
that.
logo and everything.
Oh, look at that!
Is that the old pillow? Or is that some like
Yeah.
retro remake?
It's from buybuymerch.com.
Ah,
Yep, it's
Oh,
great.
Joey doesn't get a cut of that. Please don't say that again.
we gotta sue. That's it. We're fine.
Lindsey, I saw you 2 years ago with Evanescence, and you were fantastic. You were so great.
Thank you. That was such a fun tour, because
It was amazing.
I'm a huge Evanescence fan, so to be able to do that with them was
Yeah, you were amazing.
fun.
That is
How
awesome.
long was that? Like how long was that kind of tour? Like how? Because of course for us it might be a little bit different as far as touring wise. As far as you're running with a whole bunch of people. It must be a nice thing though for you, because you're kind of like a one woman shop. You don't have to rely on a group or anybody else, you just go, I could do this, I could do that. I mean, the team, yes, I get it, but you make the initial decision, which is great. You know?
Yes, it is very nice to be like, I think there's pros and cons to being like a solo artist. One of the pros for sure is that you get to kind of work around your schedule and your ideas, and you know. But I think I have fixed the con side of it, which was at the beginning, it was so lonely, you know, doing all of it by myself, and I was traveling by myself when I first started. But now I have this amazing team of like dancers and band, and so I have fixed a lot of the cons of being a solo artist. So, you know.
That's fantastic. I love it. All right, let's test the knowledge, Jason. What do you think?
All right, here we go.
All right.
Natalie, don't mess up. Let's see if Natalie can get any of these. Let's go.
Watch out for her.
There you go.
She was ready for that one.
I actually guessed that like 3 times earlier.
Girls and girls like nothing the city. By the way, Natalie, she gave you no shot at getting that.
Yeah,
No shot.
I'm so ready for that.
No, next one. Oh,
She was on point. All right,
Oh, man.
Lindsay, if you could be gracious and let
I'm
Natalie
so
have
sorry.
a shot, okay?
I don't know a lot of modern
No,
music.
Lindsay,
I'm
there's
stuck
no
in the
whole-
90s.
You don't know any modern music?
Well, I mean, I know it, but I don't really know names. I don't pay as much attention as I should. So
That's all
we'll
right.
see.
Trust me.
This one's
The
all
other
you.
games that I've been playing, if you watch,
No.
screwed
Please don't.
I've screwed up many times. I've screwed up. Trust me.
Natalie, if you need help, Lindsay is right there. Okay.
Okay, Lindsay, I'm
Well,
counting
Lindsay,
on
if
you.
you really know it, just go for the throat. Who cares?
Yeah, you know what? She's just some person from Lincoln.
Go for it.
Who can't cut hair. Here we go.
All the times that you rain on my parade, and all the clubs you get in, losing my
Lindsay knows it.
You think you broke my heart, oh girl,
Who's singing?
Who's
Think I'm
singing?
crying on my
Bieber.
own, I am.
There you go, Justin Bieber.
Bieber.
And I didn't want to
Good job.
cause I didn't want anyone thinking I still care
Cool jam. That was good.
But
You still
still
hit
hit my phone.
Sing it, Lindsay.
And baby, I'll be moving on.
moving on.
Sing it, Lindsay. What are you, like, barking? What's wrong with you?
Play along.
Maybe you should know.
Here we go, everybody.
My mama don't like you. She likes everyone. And I never lied to admit that I was wrong. And I've been so caught up in my job, didn't see what's going on. But now I know I'm just leaving on my own.
Beautiful.
There you go.
Love
That
it.
was a good one.
Good
See,
job,
Lindsay,
good job.
Natalie, you
Very
do
nice.
that. You did good.
Took me a minute.
You did good.
Thanks.
All right, here we go. Another song.
Hey, hold on. Do you,
Oh,
Jason,
please hold it. I'm holding.
Oh,
do you
what
know
is-
who wrote
what's
that
this?
song?
What?
What?
Does anybody know who wrote that song? My Mama Don't Like You and You Don't Know Everyone? That Bieber record?
Oh,
Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran.
Oh.
Look at Natalie.
look at Joey's face. He's so happy.
Joey, you
All
did
right,
that.
I lied. My daughter's in front of me mouthing.
Joey.
My daughters are going.
Cheater.
They're all cheaters on this thing. I love it. Cheating is awesome.
Oh, so good.
That is amazing that Lindsay saw that because Joey had that real smirky look.
My eyes went.
Stoked about something.
I love cheating on this game show. It's
But
awesome.
you're
but I'm
more
honest.
excited about cheating than getting it right.
Lindsay, we had Robert Hershevik on from the Shark Tank a couple weeks ago, and he was totally SoundCloud, or what it was SoundCloud the whole thing, and he was like, "What? How are you doing? You're cheating. What are you?"
Or Shazamming it. Just with a
Shazam,
song.
that's what it was.
No Shazam here.
No Shazam. See,
No.
you're on point. Here we go. Natalie,
See
Lindsay,
that, Natalie. See.
Joey, you ready? Here's the next song.
Ready.
By the way, this is the DJ Mike D remix.
I got these fresh eyes, and I see you
No new music.
I actually
You got me on this one. You know,
It's like the first time.
Brianna knows it, but I'm not saying who it is.
What did you say, Lindsay?
Is it Andy Grammer?
Oh,
You are correct. You,
Oh, it is?
lady, are correct.
Girl.
That's Andy Grammer?
Andy Grammer.
I love Andy Grammer. He's a good friend of mine.
See, then you had better know that song.
Such a nice dude. Such
Yeah,
a,
I have to know that one because he's a friend of mine.
You have
but
to.
he's such a great guy. I met him. I did something for a Big Fat Greek Wedding too, where he sang as we were getting somebody married. It was on like the morning show or the Today Show. I can't remember. Good Morning America. That's what it was, I believe. And I was officiating the wedding, and he was singing. And then they actually had in the Rainbow Room, they actually had a whole wedding right after the show. It was crazy.
Oh,
They did a whole
fun.
wedding, had the whole family, and he performed. It was really cool. He's such a nice guy. It's the first time I ever met him. Such a sweet dude.
Oh, yes, I love him. He is such a family guy, and yet he's a like killer musician. Like he just kind of, you're like, he's got the balance that I think everybody is like always trying to search for.
He gets
somehow
it.
got it. Yeah.
He gets it. He gets it. That's the thing. It's like when you can do both, because sometimes people have a hard time doing that. When your career's there and you're constant, and you're like, well, like even for me, when I traveled a lot, my kids, my older one, I've spent more time with my younger one because of the fact that that's when NSYNC was taking a little more of a hiatus at that time, or later on in the years, as opposed to when I was always traveling, and I was always bringing Brianna, my older one, on the road. So it was a little difficult. So he's got that perfect balance, which is good. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right,
Natalie, one or two more.
Natalie, yeah, we're gonna play a couple more. Natalie, I'm gonna hook you up. I'm getting your era, okay?
Hook me up.
Now, usually I don't do
Oh, Ignition.
Hey,
R. Kelly.
Wow.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm not trying to be cool.
I mean, he's kind of canceled, but this is still a bop. So
That's the only thing that sucks about these songs. It's like you can shut it off because we can't hear stuff. It's a great song, but these wrong. Yeah, next song.
That doesn't mean it's not a great song.
True.
True.
By the way, that's me and my wife's song, yo.
Oh.
That's how we get down, Joey.
I don't want to know.
It wishes.
I'm
Listen,
like, so what? I'm drunk.
I'm not playing any Michael Jackson, all right? So everybody stop. Here we go. How about this one, Natalie?
Hot in.
Oh,
So hot in her.
Hot in.
Nelly.
Oh, she's got her drink on. Look at her go. Natalie, get the drink.
wow.
I do, but mine's water.
Woo!
Great
Yeah,
job,
Michelle got it. Whoop, whoop.
A little bit of hot. All right, one more.
Did anybody see the Nelly versus Ludacris?
No.
They're doing a thing now called Versus, where they had it was Babyface and Teddy Riley, and they played their music back to back. It's really awesome. They've been doing it now on Instagram. I think I don't remember sure if it's like every other week or every couple of weeks or every once a month. And this past one was Ludacris and Nelly.
Oh.
And it's just cool to watch them go back to back. And it's such a cool thing because not that people don't have beef, but it's almost like, oh, well, that's a good song. And then all of a sudden the other person will play, like Nelly will play a song. Ludacris is like, man, that's a hit. That's always a hit. Listen to this. And he'll play his song. And then
Is that the thing that Erykah Badu and Jill Scott just did too? Or is that something different?
No,
that was amazing.
Yes, you are correct. Also, does anybody know why Nelly used to wear the Band-Aid back in the early 2000s?
Wasn't it for his friend or something?
Who was in jail. So when
Yes.
he saw him on TV, he knew he was thinking about it.
Oh.
I always thought he just had he was just
Fun
tired of
fact.
one eye.
Joey just thought he had Joey
Really
thought
good.
he had permanent zit for years that he could not get rid of. And by the way, he is one of the nicest people on the planet, Nelly. We worked with him on Girlfriend video, and he was, and all that that St. Louis slang, that is real. That is real St. Louis slang.
I like it. That was a fun fact from Joe.
That was a fun fact.
I love it
That
when he
was.
just pops in and then he's gone.
She is like that, Lindsay.
Well, you know what, though? We shouldn't have never really gave him that access, Jason. I know that we had to just because of the fact that you can't do everything. Maybe I.
What? We have a problem.
Oh,
See, he's got that control.
Well,
All right.
privileges. You gotta be careful.
Yeah, Lindsay, I'm sure you got people that tell you what to do all day long too. Maybe you should do it this way. That's Joe for us.
That's Joe. That's my manager, Joe.
Yeah, it's all
I
right.
know him well.
But he's our friend. He's our friend. One more song, and then we'll have to say goodbye. Here we go. One more.
Oh, sure.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
Give me the lights. Give
Now,
me the
this
lights.
is like high school for me.
There it is, Joey. Yes. Going to the club with Joey Tone.
Whoa!
Lindsey Stirling.
That's my
Natalie
excitement.
from Wellington.
Expensive lighting.
Down on low key. Yeah. What?
Yeah, you have to drink, Natalie. I need a drink.
Such a good song.
I got a Budweiser.
I wish there was a way. Real quick.
Yes,
Jay,
sir.
I wish there was a way you could have a, you know, when they have like the quiet, what is it? What do they call them with the headphones? The parties. Silent.
Silent headphones.
Silent
Yeah.
disco.
Yeah.
That would be cool if we were able to do that on Zoom, to where we could put the headphones on so it doesn't do that echo or reverb, to where you're actually hearing it in real time. That would be amazing.
You
What
should
if we could do
invent that.
someday?
I'm
Right?
sure they have.
Yeah.
I don't know. 'Cause think about it. When we try to sing, it always just screws up because it's delayed.
We'll have
The
to figure
terrible
this out.
It's still fun.
It's still fun. Well, Lindsey, you have been a delight. Thank you very much for spending some time with Joey and myself.
Yay, Lindsey.
Natalie,
So nice to
I
meet
appreciate
you.
you. Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate you taking the time, and hopefully we'll see you soon. I know that. Is there anything that's coming or up and coming, or something that you're doing right now that you want to just let people know? I mean, obviously with the whole Corona, you're not traveling as far as touring, but what are you doing now?
You know, I actually started, it's fun to see what people are starting right now, like you doing this. And I decided to do this project called String Sessions. And so on my YouTube channel, I'm just collaborating with different artists, and I do string arrangements of their songs, and then they sing them. So my last one was Amy Lee. The previous one was Andy Grammer. And then this week is Julia Michaels and JP Sachs. So
That is
I just
awesome.
do one a week.
That's awesome.
And they're really fun. It's been just nice to feel creative.
Well,
you know?
let's have a conversation.
Ooh.
Let's have
do
a
it.
conversation. I think maybe I can get some of the other guys, and maybe we'll do something. That'd be kind of fun.
Yes.
Oh, I would love that. Oh my gosh.
Let's have a conversation.
Let's have
we'll
a
talk,
conversation.
we'll talk,
I'm
we'll talk.
so-
Look at
I would be
this.
so down.
I like where this is going.
Well,
did-
that's why I
Natalie,
wanna say
by the way,
we'll talk.
Natalie, by the way, because you and I were on this thing together, we're going to get producer credits on this album, by the way. Just give me a heads up.
Sweet.
Just because
I have
we were
lots
in
of student
the press.
loans.
Yes, Natalie, we're going to make this happen.
Well, thank you
Oh,
so much,
yes.
Lindsey. Again, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for being on here. Joe, anything else?
Thank you.
Yeah, I want to tell her, hey, Lindsey, your reputation for Dancing with the Stars with Dina Katz and all the cast is that
You're
you're
horrible. Gina says you're
No.
horrible.
one of the nicest people, one of the nicest teams of people that you had around. But more importantly, you're one of the few that really just graced everything and said, you know what, I'm in it. Let's go. Let's give it an attempt, and let's just have a time of our life. So just know that did not go unnoticed. People, you're a classy girl. Just know that.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much.
Lindsey,
I like
so
that.
nice.
Lindsey, we're
You're being
fans.
so nice today.
We're being, yeah, he's being super nice today, but we are fans, Lindsey.
Yeah.
Thank
Lindsey
you.
drinking. Well, have a good one, Lindsey. Thank you so much. See you later.
All right.
See you, Lindsey Stirling. And then it was us.
How we
three.
feel
What's up,
about that?
guys?
How we feel about that?
That was awesome. I'm so
Did you
glad I
enjoy
got to
that?
meet her. Yeah.
Kind of cool. Not every day you meet people that you really are a huge fan of, in a
Right?
sense. Right?
Joe, I'm a huge fan of you too.
Well,
Real.
I wouldn't notice from the No Strings Attached shirt.
I think
Or
you
I
have
like
some
to
kind
call
of
it the No
idea.
Things Attached.
No
looks like a
things
team.
attached.
It looks like a team.
It really does. But it's kind of like our inside joke now, which I love.
Right? What did
Yeah.
you say, Jason?
I said, Lindsey, what about me? I mean, Natalie, what about me?
Well, you're always number one. I just made his day, didn't I?
I'm glomming off of Joey's fans. That's all I wanted to be. Joe
Okay.
Waldenhill.
Should we just call Jason Matt now?
No. Okay. So we have our second guest in the green room, and we have our second fan in the green room. Not that I'm trying to blow Natalie from North Carolina off, but
That's all
We
right.
can get her back. We'll get you back on in a minute. You gonna hang tight for us?
Sounds great. Yep, I'm hanging out.
Well, hang tight. And,
She's still drinking. And Joey!
Hey, Jason!
We have another fantastic musician. This is a bonus gift because I think I screwed up last week. Joe said, hey, we got to find somebody who can play some music. So let's bring him in. He's part of your Fat One band. The Fatones.
Well, it's the Joey Fatone and friends over at Epcot. I met him a while back. We did a couple of little fun things just briefly, but talented man. And go ahead, finish.
Let's bring him in.
Oh, let's go.
Let's bring him
I think
in.
he's
John.
awesome. He's played
fantastic.
For me. I want him to play some more. Give it up for D Sharp.
What's up?
Hey, D Sharp. D Sharp. By the way, we've been held with the tag that this is the whitest show on the internet. So thank you for coming in and adding some flavor.
Oh, you know, it's always my pleasure to drop a little bit of melanin, when possible. So,
how you been dealing with all this stuff going on, man?
I mean, it's rough. It's weird. I really miss my barber. Clearly,
right?
I mean, it's a whole situation happening.
Yep.
But it's kind of giving us time to kind of like just pull back and focus on the things that like really matter. Been getting a lot of music done, working on some new original joints, some new all that type of stuff. So I'm learning Spanish.
No way.
Yeah. So
it's funny because it's interesting because every time I talk about you or I show somebody a video of you playing when we did the Epcot, I think people are like, oh, that's D Sharp, and I'm like, oh damn, and you are everywhere. Seriously, every time I see there's a video of you with someone doing something, which is awesome. It's hands down. It's such a fun thing, and to listen to you play is I love it. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, this is what I love to do.
I'm a fan.
I'm a fan of you. What?
Hey, D Sharp, let me ask you this question. So you're talking about how you're getting, putting out new stuff. Was it hard to get motivated to do this stuff? Because you get a little down. You're like, man, I got no money coming in. At some point in time, you got to get to the point. You're like, I got to get creative.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's definitely super trying right now. And I've even had a couple of days, even a few days ago, where I was just kind of like, not over it, but kind of over it,
Right.
Like, the checks aren't really coming in like they used to. And, but it's also forcing us to just get, more creative. I'm doing a live stream concert in a few hours today, actually.
Wow.
Oh, sweet. What is it on?
You know that website, Stage It?
Okay.
It's
yes.
So I'm doing it on there. Stageit.com/whoisdsharp.
Check it out. Heck yeah. No. Plug that.
Yeah.
Come on now.
It's kind of, forcing us to find ways to be, more creative and, which is fine with me.
For people that are watching that really don't 100% know, obviously D Sharp plays the violin. How did you get into actually playing the violin? Like, was it through school? I mean, a lot of people start doing it at school, or was it after or anything? Like, how did you get started to actually playing the violin? What was the first love for it, though?
Yeah, well, I started when I was 11 in the 6th grade, and it was like the time where we were able to choose an elective class. So I oh wow, thank you, Mickey. Wow. We were able to choose an elective class, and it was either band, like horns and stuff, or art, or strings. I knew I wanted to play an instrument, just wasn't really sure of like, what I wanted to do. I wasn't really exposed to too many different musical instruments. I kind of ended up in the strings, starting with viola and then picking up the violin a little bit later. And I, immediately fell in love with it. I was like, wow, this is okay. I guess I'm going to be obsessed with this for the rest of my life. So
thank you, Sade.
Clearly,
Sade's on it, man. She's so good.
Okay.
So D Sharp, you saw what we've been doing. We're playing songs, and that's what we do. We asked you to come on. You're going to play songs with the violin, and we're going to bring in another fan guest, and you're going to play, and we're going to try and figure out what that is. But we're going to play a song, see if you know this, and we'll go from there.
You got to come hard.
Rock with it, girl. Rock with it, girl. See how them
See your
girl.
teeth, bro.
With the
Keep them
violin.
calm.
Box
See?
with it, girl.
This is
Dance
ridiculous.
with it, girl. Dance with it, girl.
Come on now.
He's all on it. All right, how about this one? How about this one? Okay, he's good at this game, Joey. Let's
What else you got?
Okay, fine. Here we go. Let's go here.
Nothing you bought. What? Hey. The new one with the dance.
Here we go, Joey. Make it happen.
Okay.
Hang on. D Sharp. There we go.
I forgot how to go.
I gotta back up. Is it happening?
Walked in this party, these girls looking good. Skinny jeans on, getting on my head and hey, okay.
Okay. Do Look at the white guy doing this. I'm watching my daughter.
You doing that beat. You doing that, you doing that, you doing that beat. Now slide, drop, hit the floor, don't stop, hey, don't stop, hey, don't stop, hey. Run a man on that beat, hey, run a man on that beat, run a man on that beat, hey, run a man on that beat.
Dance, do your dance, queen.
You ugly. You your daddy.
All right, let's go a little deeper. How about this one? How about this one?
Hang on a second. My daughter was doing the dance, and I was following her because I had no idea how to do the dance.
I love it. How about this one?
How quick that was that I was doing that. That's pretty slick, if I might have to say so myself.
My people wanna jump.
You know, I was
Dude, how great!
Years old singing this song like Pastor Cavassier, like not even old.
Shameless is a little fun fact.
Wait.
Oh, sorry. Can I get it?
And now a fun fact from Joey Fatone.
Back in the day, when we opened up for NSYNC, when we did NSYNC, P. Diddy opened up for us, actually. Back in the day. No lie. P. Diddy opened up for us. And one of the most amazing nights is when Busta happened to be there. And when out of nowhere, he starts to sing Cavassier, Busta comes out and starts singing. The place went completely nuts. We were just like, it was one of the highlights of our concerts. For me, it was.
Wow.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That was a fun fact from Joey.
And yeah, I remember that. The key to that was in March of 2002, and the record came out 3 weeks before that. So the record was like the hottest thing going. And Busta came on stage and went bananas and just destroyed the place. I mean, that was special.
I like it.
Joe.
All right, one more song, and then we're gonna let D Sharp pick up his instrument.
I love it.
And that is not a euphemism. He has an instrument. Oh, hold on.
Is this If I Rule the World?
That's exactly what it is.
Okay, it is? That's exactly what I thought too. I was like, is that?
The Fugees, Roy Miller.
Rule the world. There it is.
Kill it. Just picks it up and plays it.
I love it. All right, Joey, let's bring in our fan. Let's bring another fan in, all right?
I love it.
Let's bring it. She is all the way from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Make some noise for, it's not Alana. It's Alana, everybody. Make some noise for Alana.
Yeah.
Alana, hold on, let me hit the button.
Hi, Lana.
Hi, Joey. Hi, D-Sharp. Hi, Jason.
Hi. How's it going?
Good. I'm so excited.
Me too,
Welcome.
because
Thank you.
I'm excited to have D Sharp play some music for. He's going to try to stump us probably and see how well we do per se. What kind of sweater? Before we go, what sweater is that again? You showed it to us earlier.
Oh, right. This is a Girl Were You Alone sweater, showing some support. It's beautiful under my tree, and it's a little suggestive JC ugly Christmas sweater.
That's hilarious. The Beautiful Under My Tree was a song that we wrote on the it's on the Christmas album, obviously. So
it's a gorgeous song.
Funny. All right,
like all right, hold on. You know what? We have a video of what D Sharp does and how good he is, so we can show everybody how good he is before he gets out here. Joe, show the video, please.
Yeah.
It's got a body like you, but I gotta think twice before I give my heart away. And I know all the games you play because I played them too. Oh, baby, I reconsider a foolish notion before you pick my heart back off the floor. Oh, baby, when that love comes down without devotion, well, it takes a strong man, baby, but I'm showing you the door. Yes, I gotta have faith. I gotta have faith. Yes, I gotta have faith, the faith. I gotta have faith, the faith.
Nice.
Wow, look at that.
Beautiful.
Good play. We literally were sitting there, and he legit. We were like, okay, what song can we play? Well, hang on, we hear it a couple times. He'd hear it like 2 or 3 times, and then go for it. I love it. I mean,
that whole day was such a vibe, man. I still think back to that day. Like, that was so awesome. Just kicking and hanging.
We gotta, when we get back together, we gotta do more. Definitely.
Absolutely.
I like it. All right. So D Sharp, you're gonna bring your skills and you gotta stump us. All right, Alana.
Right.
Excuse me, Alana.
I have no. Yeah, we don't know. I don't know, Jason. You can play with this, right? Because you don't know.
I might. Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can play.
Ooh, okay.
Free to jump in.
Yes, Joe.
Do me a favor and raise your hand if you know it, because what I'm going to do is mute everybody's mic so we can really hear D Sharp, so it doesn't cut in and out. Does that make sense?
Perfect.
Yep.
So if just a real quick sound check, if I'm, we got to make sure it's right. If I'm playing at this, does that sound cool? Okay.
Perfect. They can't hear you. That you can't hear them.
Right.
Okay, but no, that is absolutely perfect. So raise your hand, guys, and D Sharp, play about 15, 20 seconds. Whoever raises their hand first, we'll call on you. Okay.
Okay. Here we go. Okay, cool. I hear you. What you got?
Cisco, the thong song.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. She got that quick too.
Joey, did you not? He toured with you guys. I figured as soon as he said
I
was like,
no, but hold on. The thing was, I always got to give the guests a little bit of time there. Give the benefit of the doubt. I'm not going to just rip for the jugular. Slow down, man. You don't just want to just up. You don't want to upstage everyone.
Are you yelling at me?
Yeah.
Yes, thank you, Joe.
Yeah, D.
That was good. Good job, Alana. That was awesome.
Okay, I can't play violin today. Sorry. All right.
It's Sean Paul, right?
Sean Paul. Yes.
That's right, Sean Paul. It's I can't think of the name of the song, but it's Sean Paul.
Shake that thing, man. Shake that thing.
That's right.
Well, that's a different song, but it's Sean Paul.
It was Temperature. Temperature, right?
Yes.
Thank you. Temperature by Sean Paul. Bam.
Temperature. Okay.
All right, D Sharp, you're killing it. Next song.
We're gonna test y'all gangster with this one.
It's on the tip of my tongue and I can't get it.
What you got?
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
Oh.
Play it again, play it again. Play it from the beginning again. It's okay.
Nate Dogg. So everyone's saying in the comments.
That's it. Ah!
I read the comments. I'm cheating.
You are cheating in the comments.
I'm personal friends with Shay, so
That's your lifeline.
Yeah,
I knew the song, but I could not see it. It's great when it's instrumental like that because it makes it harder.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
You can't hear the
Give us another one.
Anything.
Stop muting it, Joe. You don't need to mute it. We can hear him. Go for it, brother.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
Joey, go as you.
All my life, I pray for someone like you. That's a
yeah. I was trying to get it. Yeah, you got it.
JoJo.
Because I didn't really know that next part anyway, so I'm glad you.
Baby.
Nice.
Yeah, that was my song with my 8th grade boyfriend. So
how'd that go?
What happened? Did you marry him?
Yeah, no, that didn't work out.
Okay,
no.
Good.
We keep whoever has the lowest score at the end has to take a shot.
Done.
Oh, well, I better put up my game.
Jason so far has a low score. No,
I got one.
I got one.
A lot. We all got one.
Oh, nice.
Natalie's winning. I don't know.
I'm going to make it a little bit harder with this one.
Go for it.
Think EDM. Yes! Oh my God!
Oh my gosh! Does everybody else out there know it? Anybody chiming in? Because I am drawing a blank, and I'm sure it's something that we all know.
Well, at least I stumped y'all with that. It's
Someone says Skrillex.
See, Mia got it.
God, this girl's on fire. Mia, you're on point.
Cheers, Mia.
He's making me think. Shit.
Hey, D-Sharp.
Drake.
There
Drake.
you go.
Is that God's plan? No, what is that one?
Oh, God's plan. Yeah.
Was that what it was, though?
Mm-hmm. My lighting is cool.
Love it.
God's plan. Yeah.
Give us some.
Joey
Give us
two.
some more. Give us some that you know.
Atlanta
Randomly,
one.
just throw it out.
Jason one.
Oh, randomly.
Why not? Ah,
Well,
I want to say Jonas Brothers, but it's not it. Justin Bieber?
No.
Atlanta, go.
No, I don't know. It's beautiful.
Na, 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 na. That part
Michelle,
right
help
there,
us out if you know
right
it.
there. What was it, D?
It was Khalid. Send
Oh!
your location. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I got one.
Riding dirty, gotta catch me riding dirty, gotta catch me riding dirty.
Yeah.
Hey, D.
Huh?
And the song that I always ask you to play, but play like 30 seconds of it. Joey, this blows me away how well he plays his song. I always ask him to play, and he's like, oh, okay, Joe, here's your song.
All right, I won't call it out. Play it.
But you know what? People may not guess it because the way I do my version is.
I love it. Play it. Who cares? I know it.
What is it, Joey?
Need Japan. What? I run this shit like cardio. I like it like that.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yes,
Yeah,
I like you, Cardi B.
That's awesome.
Oh my gosh,
That
man.
is awesome. Alana, thanks for hanging out with us today. I hope you had fun.
It's
I had a great
Atlanta.
time. Thank you. This is the best way to end my, my school year. I'm a teacher. I just finished, and yeah,
Wonderful.
I'm so
Well, thank you
excited
so
to have a
much.
Monday on here. So thank you so much, everybody.
Well, great.
Thank
What
you for
grade
being
did you
on.
I'm actually a college English professor.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
You make that Monday.
Friday.
You make that Monday.
Oh.
No, because
Hey,
I'm
The brain
Brad.
on Brad.
Atlanta, what college do you teach at?
I teach at a community college in Colorado Springs.
That was a setup, Atlanta. You should have said never end a sentence in a preposition. How dare you? I'm not taking your class.
Joey is distracting. All I can think about is Joey.
Well, all right, you
Why?
know what, Joe Balderhill.
Thank you.
Take me.
Hold
and
on.
So go ahead, D Sharp, play a little lighting, no, D Sharp, get back on. Play a little serenading music. Why are you just thinking about me? Please tell me. Explain. Tell me your thoughts and your feelings of everything about.
My dreams are coming true right now. In 1999, you touched my hand, and then one day on your live, you told me you hoped that I washed it, and I did. And now somehow I'm able to talk to you. Like full circle from 21 years ago. And
Well,
really,
I'm very touched and I'm very glad that happened. I'm glad that I'm out here talking to you now. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I hope I made one of your dreams come true just by saying hello. Other than that,
You did. I have JC on my shirt, but I have Joey in my heart.
No. I understand where JC belongs. I know JC belongs right there on your shirt.
Under my tree, under someone's
Under your tree.
Yeah.
It's all right. It's okay. You can love JC. There's enough to go around for me as well.
But I love Joey Fatone. So
I appreciate it.
Yes. Oh, that was awesome. Good job.
That was
The highlight. He played Careless Whisper, Joey. He played Careless Whisper. That was the highlight.
I am sweating so much.
That was fantastic. Well, thank you so much for
Thank you,
being on here.
Bye.
Bye, Alana. See you later.
Where's Natalie? Say hi to
Awesome.
Natalie real quick. Where's she at?
Natalie's right
Still
here.
there?
Hey,
Shout
Natalie.
out to Mission in Sync.
Yeah,
Bye,
hey, Mr. Lindsey,
guys.
great job. Thank you so much for being out here, being a fan, and being here and having fun with us. All right?
Thank
Appreciate
you
it,
for
sweetheart, okay?
entertaining us so much. It's been amazing.
No
So,
problem.
thank
Thank you. D man, so tonight, right? What time is tonight? What are you doing?
Oh yeah. So yes, I'm doing this live stream concert on Stage It. It's tonight at 4 p.m. Pacific. That's 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern.
You got it.
And yeah, it's on. I'm kind of trying out this platform. I'm really hoping it works out nicely because I don't want people to like actually come and like watch me and then the stuff is like messing up. But I'm feeling really good about it. My setup is going to be lit. I'm going to be recording.
I was about to say your stuff can never be as messed up as much as Babyface and Babyface and when they had that whole mess up. So even if it messes up, it's all right. Keep going. With the verses, know when they had that, Joseph?
I was.
Yeah, here it is. If anybody wants to know, this is what it is right here. No,
That's
wrong
not
one.
it.
Right there.
There it is.
Come
Danger
on,
W.
yes. Thank you, Sade.
Sade got
And
it.
also,
Sade.
his Instagram is Who Is D Sharp. You can check him out there. I met D Sharp at a Dallas Cowboy event. Hired him to come to the Smithsonian in Washington, D.C. to perform in front of the big elephant for the football team after they played against the Redskins. This was a few years ago, right, D?
Yes, and you remember the whole team was singing God's Plan?
Yeah.
Like,
So we
had
get that.
the chorus of like the whole.
It was crazy.
That's
The whole
awesome.
team was singing God's Plan. He absolutely killed it. But the funniest part about it, I was like, "Hey man, do you know who that is? I'm gonna introduce you to Jerry Jones." And he's like, "Who's that?" And then I said, "You want to meet Dax, the quarterback?" He's like, "My dad told me a Cowboy. He's not a
Same
sports.
way.
He could care less. He didn't care where. He absolutely killed the performance. It was incredible." And then Joey, that's when you hooked up with him in LA and was like, "This guy is no joke." I've never met somebody so nice. He's a big presence between his hair, between his presence, how great he played. I mean, the combination
The
is
best.
just
Well, just to give you an insight on how what a sweetheart he is, believe it or not, is when I was doing the Joey Fatone and Friends, you know, we had time to actually go around the park, and he's never been around to Disney at all.
Literally.
You never been any Orlando parks, right? Never.
None of the
So I'm
Disney.
like, dude,
Yeah.
you want to go? He's like, yeah. And you can tell out of nowhere it turned to kid. It switched over like, oh, I'm down. I'm ready. He loved every absolute. We had a blast, all of us. We went to the
Thank you
Star
again.
Tours. We went to the Millennium Falcon thing. We rode that. It was just awesome. We had such a great time. It's fantastic.
D Sharp, how good of a tour guide is Joey? Because he's going
I didn't hear what you said. I
to
can't
do
hear
an
you,
all-in
Jason.
challenge with this stuff. I mean, he gave you the whole thing, right?
Wait, one more time.
He gave you the whole tour. He told you everything there was to do. He knows everything about this stuff.
Everything. Like, how many times have you been there, Joey?
Oh gosh, too many. I can't even count how many times because I have kids. There's no way. I couldn't even tell you how many times. Ridiculous amount of times.
The highlight of D Sharp, to show you the spirit this guy has, is before the show. And he's an artist. He sleeps till 1. He said he's doing really good now. He's getting up early because of
before 11 o'clock each day. Like this is new territory for me.
But what was really cool is right before one of the shows, I walked in the room, and he had his mom on FaceTime. And he was like, Mom, and then I went and saw this, and Mom, I went and saw that, and it was so cute. And she's like, you need to bring me next year. And so we were planning, when we do it, we're planning on moms to come and have fun with the whole family, with holding D-Sharp.
He's still talking about it. Like, she's ready.
Definitely would love to have you come out if we're going to do this again. Hopefully, I mean, they said that they want us to come back, but who knows what's going on with, of course, the corona stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we're keeping our fingers crossed, but definitely would love to have you come back out again and actually play maybe a whole song or something. Come on out and do something. I got to figure something out.
The whole experience I'm so grateful for. Everybody was super cool, and it was just the whole thing was filled with love and energy and vibes. That's what it's all about. You know what I mean?
It's fun, man. That's what we try to do. We try to bring fun for things and experiences, I think. Because you know what? Even though some people, there might be something their height of their career or the height of the pinnacle of something, but they may not even be that happy. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that makes me, I love doing stuff like that. Being creative, just having fun, making sure that everybody else is welcome and having fun as well with me. That's what I love. It's not just all about me. It's about everybody, that the ensemble that's dealing with it. So I love it. So thank you.
Pleasure.
Sharp, we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for joining the show today. You did good.
Yeah, man.
Let me know when I get back.
We'll get you back on. We'll get you back on the place tomorrow. Give
All
me
right,
D-Shop, everybody. Joseph, anything you want to say?
He's awesome, man. He's the day I met him, he was so nice, so kind, so talented. And it's a presence with him. He's a big dude. He's like 6 foot. Well, you know, Joe, you were like, woof. He's a big dude, man.
He's a big dude.
I will say this.
I love it. He's great. He's such a sweetheart. Really is.
I will say this about Joey. He does not surround himself with jerky people.
I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, yeah, good call. Look at him. There he is.
You know what's beautiful about this?
Come on. Bring it.
You know what's beautiful about this? I don't hear neither of them straight. I don't hear Jason. I don't hear Matt.
Oh, that's unfortunate because you know I'm playing the song.
Did you hear me, Joey?
I can hear you.
Yes.
Yeah, when Jason said, hey, I don't surround myself with any jerky people, Matt just popped up out of nowhere. So, and then the Millennium Fantasy was played, and Matt was pointing into the camera. That's really all you missed.
That's all you missed.
Those are good points.
But I will tell you this. Me and Matt had a conversation last week. This guy is on point. He's, let me see. Hold on. He is, let's see. He is 3 days of on point right now. So, Matthew, I love you, dude. You are doing the do. You doing the do? Hey, Matt, why don't you announce the next time you're going to go on live?
I haven't decided yet. I'm gonna figure that out.
Oh, here we go.
All right, well, I
think you need to go on live. Soon. Who knows?
Everybody wants an MM special, dude.
The MM special. Ooh.
Oh no! Now he's
Matt Mendel.
3M. Joey, he's 3Ms. He changed his Instagram to Mr. Matt Mendel.
It's not. No, it's not.
I thought he was.
It's Matt Mendel.
Just call yourself
like
Triple M.
An underscore. I had to get rid of the underscore.
Triple M, dude. Triple M.
Matthew Millennium.
I love it.
Mendel.
I love it.
This is
Matt, you got anything to add?
What happened?
You got anything to add? Thank you for hooking everything up today.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, no, it's great. D Sharp's a national treasure, as we all know.
Yes.
What do you think of Lindsey?
Oh, she's cool. She's cool.
She's cool, right?
Yeah. She's real. She's real.
Yeah, she's
the real deal, yo.
You still can't
She
hear.
hasn't gotten all Hollywood like Jason and I. So.
I hear Matt now.
Are you hear
You
Matt
hear me,
now?
Joey?
Jason,
me?
I'm here.
You still hear Jason? Okay. All right, Matt. I'll call you in a little bit. Thank you again.
What about now? Do you hear me now?
I
Hey,
Okay,
there we go.
take it over.
Thank you, Matt.
I thought it was a
being
good
here
show today. Good
You're
show today,
great.
Matt Mendel. What do you think?
I love the show. I think this is the best show on the internet.
Alongside Triple M.
Yeah.
The boredom show is what it's called.
Well, we
It's
all
just
are.
for
at
people
that
that are
point
bored.
in time.
It's just for people that are bored. You can come watch it.
Hey, Matt.
Yeah.
Matt,
What's up?
I love you. You're doing 2 things that are showing a personality. Number one is you're taking a sip of water to break it up. And number two is your inner lip. You're going like this.
You know why? It's because I just chewed a bunch of chips, which I know you love when I do.
Okay.
Just they're in there. I know you love. I should have eaten them on camera because I know you love to hear it.
No. It's all good.
Sir.
Thank you for hooking that up. All the videos and all that. Joey, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. You're 3 minutes away from a very important.
Ooh.
I'm doing something fun. I don't know when it's going to air, but I can't say what it is right now. But it's going to be pretty interesting.
He's done. All right, they're all done.
Let me know how that goes.
Yeah, girl.
They're all
Thanks,
done.
Joe. Thank you, Matt.
Joey,
Appreciate it, brother.
Matt, you guys are awesome.
Thank you, Matt. Hey, Jason, today was good. I love it, man. I love
it too. It's awesome.
Changing it up, doing certain things. We're gonna have more people, of course. We got who do we have Wednesday coming up and Friday? I don't want to give it away just yet. Who do we have?
Well, Carson Kressley is supposed to be Wednesday. I'm waiting for the call back. I got a text saying all good, just double checking time.
I thought it was Friday.
Oh, Carson Kressley is Friday. Let me look at the map notes.
Come on, man. I'm trying to get the flyers, the graphics done, man. Come on.
Joey,
what I'm supposed to do. I need you to show up, man.
Wednesday. It's not Wednesday. It's Friday, dude. It's supposed to be on Friday.
So who's on Wednesday?
Who's on first?
Who's on first?
Is Vlad the Impaler on
Come
Wednesday?
on, Joe. Yeah, I think Vlad. Who's on there, Joseph?
I'll pull it up.
I'm trying to get all these graphics done, baby.
Yeah, I have
It's
Friday.
graphic.
I have Carson Kressley Friday. We have a big unique show Friday. I can tell you that. Yeah, we're putting everything together. I'm sorry. Wednesday, we have another guest. We'll announce it later on tonight or tomorrow. Matt will make a flyer. Joey, you're now 1 minute away from your very important Zoom.
All right. Thank you, Manager Joe. Matt, well, good to see you, brother. We'll talk to you soon.
All right,
Jason.
Goodbye, Matt.
Jason, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. That's fantastic. Don't get too close because I don't want to get you.
Right, social distancing.
Wait.
Yes.
Hold on, dude. You're so close. Try it again, but look at the cat. You're so close. I want somebody to screenshot that. Here we go. Ready?
Wait, stay right there, Joe. Stay right there, Joe. Give me kisses on the cheek.
Do we do it? Sitting there looking
Jason,
stupid.
you're so close, Jay.
I know.
Please make it.
Hold on.
Jason, yeah, there you go. Duck face your lips, Jay. There it is. Okay.
Are we really doing this?
Yeah, Joey, you're 1 minute away. Go.
You gotta get closer, Jason. Jason, closer. Jason, closer. Jason, closer. Jason, mwah, there you go. Love you, buddy. You got
this. Yes, you did it. You touched lips. You touched lips.
So one more time, Jason.
Look at these two.
I got it on my phone.
Let's see it. Show it, Natalie. Come on.
Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Ah, that's awesome. From a distance. All right, Joey, go have fun doing your thing this afternoon.
Take it away.
Keep it real, Joey. Ladies and gentlemen, Wednesday, who knows who's going to be on? It could be Vlad the Impaler. We might even have George W. Bush. Who knows? But we want to see you back here at 2 o'clock on Wednesday for another fun and exciting show called What Does Joey Know?
Hey.
Yeah.
Jay, the Cubs thing in the background.
Yeah.
Is that for your cameo?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now you can end the show. Sorry. I just didn't know. Sorry.
That's for my cameo. When I pull out the Harry Carey, if you need me to say anything Harry Carey style for your friends or family, cameo. Shameless plug for me. Thank you guys. Have a great day.